Oh, my dear friends, how are you? I hope all of you are in good state of mind and health. Yes, in Civics, class 8, let us start the first chapter, the Indian Constitution. See, in this chapter, we are going to talk about the Indian Constitution. Constitution is actually a set of rules and principles that all person in the country have to follow it. On what basis? On the basis how they want to be governed. And Indian Constitution had the introductory line in the form of this preamble. Here also the preamble is given. See, this is the preamble of Indian Constitution that tells about the basic feature of Indian Constitution. In this preamble, we are using the word like secular, federal, republic, and so on. So we will talk about these words in detail in this chapter. First thing, why does a country need a constitution? The first thing is that why do we need a constitution? Now I'm giving you one situation. Suppose a football game is going on, and if the players from both the teams have an issue on that, then who is going to sort out their issues? So we will say one referee is there or the umpire is there who sort out the problem or the dispute of both the players. Clear? So in the same way, in a country must have a constitution, or you can say there must be a set of rules and principles that helps all the persons in the country to agree on the way on which they want to be governed. Because constitution also defines the nature of a country's political system. It means it tells about the system of politics in India. I had given you the example of India. Now here example of Nepal. Nepal's earlier constitution stated that the country was to be ruled by the king and his council of ministers. That is why their old constitution was like that. There, who is the most powerful person in Nepal? The king, and after that his council of ministers. But after making the new constitution of Nepal, the constitution of Nepal declares that now the country is following the democratic setup in which the government which is elected by the ruler has to be see the citizens of his country. The constitution often laid down rules that guard against the misuse of power by political leaders. Sometimes, we had already seen in our practical life, sometimes we are exploited by different people. We are giving you the example of political leaders. They sometimes misuse the power, and while using this power, they did not know they get this power only because of us. If we did not choose them as our leader, he cannot misuse the power. For example, see, our constitution is protecting us against this type of misuse. How? The Constitution of India lay down in one of the section and tell about the fundamental rights. These fundamental rights are there to secure the citizens' right. In a democracy, the constitution also ensures that a dominant group does not use its power against the minor one or to the less powerful people or a group. It means those who are large in number or more in number may not use or misuse their power. They cannot use their power to dominate the less powerful groups or the lower groups. Then come to the next one also. The Constitution also helps us against certain decisions that we might take that could have an adverse effect on larger principles that country believes. Constitution help us to protect in taking decisions which could have an adverse यानी कि बुरा प्रभाव है on larger principles that the country believes in. For example, it is possible that many people who live in a democracy might come to strongly feel that party politics has become so harsh that we need a strong dictator to set right this. However, in long terms, dictatorial rule will not be benefited. Means sometimes we feel that party politics, because we are upset because of this party politics, we thought it should be a dictatorship in the country. But it is only for the time being. But because for a long term, this dictatorship is not giving any benefit to the citizens. Now, what are the key features of Indian Constitution? Let us discuss about the main features or key features of Indian Constitution. When Indian Constitution was formed, it is highly influenced by the colonial rule because of the long experience of oppressive rules under the colonial state, convinced Indians that free India should be a democracy in which everyone should treated equally and allowed to participate in government. It means the law of equality is granted to each and every citizen of India. Second, the Constituent Assembly was formed in the year 1946, which comprised of 300 members who met periodically, means time to time, for the next 3 years to write down the Indian Constitution. It was not the easy task. In 1946, one assembly was formed. In that assembly, 300 members were there who met and then they write the Constitution of India. Various things are kept in mind while writing or framing the Constitution of India, because India has a diverse culture, different type of people using different languages, people belong to different religion, and they had distinct culture also. It means cultural differences also. Another feature of Indian Constitution is federalism, because it tells Indian Constitution tells about the type of the government which we have federalic nature of our country. It means existence of more than one level of the government in country. But in India we have three levels of the government. We at the center we have the central level. At state level, we have the state level government, and for local, we have Panchayati Raj system, which we called as the local governments also. In this local government, we have Jilla Panchayat, Gram Panchayat means village Panchayat, and block Panchayat. The Constitution defines the power of each organ of the government. This Constitution tells about the powers and the functions of the central government. It defines the powers and the functions of the state as well as of the local government. Second, parliamentary form of government. Nowadays, modern democracies are having the parliamentary form of government. It means the sorry, it means modern democracies are chosen by the people. The form of the government in modern democracies are chosen by the people by electing their representative. Also, every citizen of the country, irrespective to his or her social background. It means while choosing our government, the country is providing them equality without discriminating on the social background. And one more thing is that it allows any citizen to contest for the election also, means कोई भी व्यक्ति इलेक्शन लड़ भी सकता है या इलेक्शन में खड़ा हो सकता है. Clear? And the third important key feature is the separation of powers. According to the Constitution, there are three organs of the state or government. You can also see here in picture. First body is known as the legislature, second executive, and third one is judicial. Clear? The legislatures refer to our elected representatives. They are actually the law-making people. Second, the executive are the group of the people who are responsible for implementing the laws and running the government. Third, judiciary refers to the system of court in the country. Each organ check others act as a check on the other organs of the state, which ensures the balance of the power between all the three organs of the government. So this is also known as the check and the balance of the government. Now come to the last one topic, fundamental rights. Not only all these things, apart from that, fundamental rights are also granted to the citizen through constitution. These fundamental rights which are given by the constitution are actually the heart and soul of the citizen. It acts as the custodian of the citizen because these rights protect a citizen against the arbitrary and the absolute exercise of power by the state. These rights are given to individuals against the state as well as against other individuals. The constitution also guarantees the rights of minorities also. Minorities means the people, those who are less in number. Fifth one, secular. And apart from that, our constitution says that our country is a secular country. It means the country which does not promote any one particular religion. It respects all the religion equally. Now see in the slides what are these fundamental rights which are given to us through our constitution. First, right to equality, right to freedom from exploitation, right to freedom of religion, cultural and educational rights. No, last one, not the least, the right to constitutional remedies. About these we will read in the next chapters. That's all for today. I hope that is enough for you to understand the nature of Indian Constitution and how it works. God bless each one of you.